I've seen these for a long time now. A lot of people use them. A lot of people do a lot of weird things with them. As someone who likes electronics and things of that nature, I got this for Christmas. Eleni got this for me for Christmas. So, this is the DJI Spark. It's my first drone. I'm very excited. I just took it out of the box and charged up everything, and now I have to do all the firmware updates. Apparently there's 3 at least, and I want to go outside, but of course the day I have time to do it, and I actually have real time to do it, it's raining. But first I have to do the updates. Very first thing I did, I registered with the FAA, because you have to, people don't talk about that as much because it's more of just a paperwork thing. It's $5, you fill it out, you put the serial number and all that good stuff, and then you can legally, actually, and I printed out the little thing because you have to put the number somewhere on the device and you have to also have your certificate with you at all times whenever you're flying, which is not a big deal because I have it on my phone. I have it in Dropbox. I download it. It's PDF. You download it, put it in Dropbox. Dropbox will be on my phone. Problem solved there. That's something I don't hear much about. That process. It's not hard. It's not a hard process. It's just, it is what it is, right? So, DJI Spark. This is a drone. This is good. This is one of those things that's going to take me at least 2 or 3 days to get through all of this footage because I'm going to have to do the updates. I'm going to have to test it a little bit. I have to stick a memory card in this thing too. And then download the footage and take a look at how I'm going to do all of this. I have to learn how to use this thing. I've never flown a drone. Ever flown a drone. I've done video games a long time ago. I don't play video games anymore really. But now I have a drone, and I have to figure out how I'm going to use this and how it's not just going to be a sizzle reel of drone footage, because that's really easy to do and it looks kind of cool, but it gets redundant and there's a whole bunch of things to do. But if nothing else, I'm going to have a drone and I'm going to use it as much as I humanly can. So everything's set up. It takes a good 2 to 3 minutes to get everything ready. Okay, I've flown about 12 times now. I've taken it up at least 250 feet. The view from there is it's interesting how the angle changes and how everything looks different from that high up. From such a vantage point that doesn't exist, basically, because you're, you know. Anyway, it's surprisingly easy to fly. I was apprehensive about it. I'd never done this before. I'd never flown a drone at all. So getting out there and getting some time already under I think I've flown about an hour now. So at this point, I enjoy it. I wonder how I'm going to use it. It is a good establishing shot, I guess, or something like that. There's a lot, you can do a lot of things with this thing. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm getting more and more comfortable with flying, maneuvering it around and things like that. But, I mean, at this point, I've flown it 2 days in a row now. The first day it was raining when I had a chance to fly it, and then now I've had 2 days where I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm not great, but I don't feel like I'm going to crash it every moment. That was a big thing, because I don't want to break it. It's not cheap, but you know, it's like anything else. The more I practice, the better I'll get. So I put some footage at the front. Let's put some more footage right now. Okay, this video kind of goes everywhere, but most of them do anyway. So the big thing was that this thing is really easy to fly. It's really, it gets really good footage for how small the camera is, and it's not 4K, it's 1080p at 30 frames, but for what it is, it's very nice. I haven't run into any issues with it as far as anything. I was, like I said before, I was anxious about flying because I never did this before, and it's something new, and I don't want to crash it and lose it, or hurt myself, or cut my fingers, or hurt somebody else, more importantly, but crash into somebody else's property or something like that. It's got enough fail-safes in it, and if you're paying attention, if you're following the rules for the most part, you aren't gonna have any problems with it, and it finds its way home pretty easily. I haven't let it drift really far away. I've let it go up really high, but I haven't let it go away. When I have a larger space to put it in, I did do that. So anyway, it's really nice.